69 seconds. 5 years away. 5 years of call-outs, of press conference, of I'm coming back, and it lasted 69 seconds. See, that guy threw a flying left roundhouse kick before Max Holloway had taken a full breath. He landed on his right knee, and then he was done. Everyone called it bad luck, freak accident, wrong place, wrong landing, and rightfully, but I want to show you something, because this exact thing has happened to Conor McGregor before, against this exact man, and the story goes back 13 years. July 11th, 2026, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, UFC 329. McGregor comes out, first fight since July 2021, and opens with a flying left roundhouse kick. He lands awkwardly on the right knee. He tries to keep going. He throws 2 more strikes. He can't put weight on the lead leg. Goes down, gets up, goes down, and goes down again. Referee Mike Beltran waves it off at 1 minute and 9 seconds of round 1. TKO by injury. Max Holloway wins. But here's the part that matters, I think, because Holloway was telling the ref to stop it, right? And McGregor was asking Holloway to keep fighting. The diagnosis came later. It's a torn right ACL and a meniscus damage. He's 37 years old, and it's the second time he's torn knee up against Max Holloway. Go back to August 17th, 2013, UFC Fight Night 26. A 25-year-old McGregor, right? 4 fights into his UFC run, still building the McGregor character. Across from him, a 21-year-old Max Holloway. He's a raw prospect. He was 7-2, I think, back in the day. 7-2. Brought up young and fed to the rising star. And McGregor won. He wins a unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26. But watch how he wins it, because he doesn't strike Holloway, right? He wrestles him. Now, he controls him on the mat down the stretch, which, if you know anything about Conor McGregor's mythology that came after, is backwards. This is supposed to be the striker, the magician, the left hand. But the reason he wrestled is he tore his ACL during the fight. Doctors initially called it a sprayed knee, but the MRI told the truth. It's a torn ACL, it's an MCL strain, it's a posterior whole meniscus tear. I don't even know if I pronounced it correctly. He had a surgery, and he had 11 months on the shelf. He didn't fight again for 336 days. He beat Max Holloway on one leg, and he never let anyone forget it. 13 years later, same opponent, same body part, and same opposite outcome. Now line them all up. 2013 versus Holloway. He tears his ACL mid-fight. He wins anyway. 2015 versus Chad Mendes. He says afterwards that 14 weeks before the fight, he tore 80% of his ACL. Could barely walk, could barely kick. Knocked Mendes out in the second round. His words, he beat Chad too on one leg. Then January 2021 versus Dustin Poirier. Poirier chops the lead calf over and over. The nerve gets compromised. McGregor can't move the leg properly. Gets dropped. First knockout loss of his career. He leaves the arena on crutches. He said it himself. The leg was badly compromised. Then July 2021 versus Poirier again. The left tibia and fibula snap in the final seconds of round 1. No contact at all, yeah? He steps back off a missed punch and the bone gives. 3 hours of surgery, a titanium rod for a knee, ankle. And then afterwards, he tells everyone, I was already hurt going in. Multiple stress fractures in the shin above the ankle. He said there was a debate about pulling him from the fight. And then July 2026, UFC 329, torn ACL, 69 seconds. Now I think that's not a run of bad luck, because it's pretty much a ledger. So why? Well, I think there are 3 reasons. One is that his whole style stands on the leg, because McGregor fights southpaw. I mean, he's long, he's low stance, lead leg way out front, weight loaded, so he can fire that left hand and explode laterally out of range. That lead leg isn't just holding him up, yeah, it's what launching him. Which means two things. First, it's exposed. I mean, sitting right there for the calf kick. And it's on the load every single time he generates power. 13 years of that. And Poirier was a smart guy. He figured this out before anyone.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
He didn't beat Conor by outboxing him or anything. He just beat him by taking the foundation. And two, him fighting hurt worked. So he kept doing it. I mean, here's the uncomfortable one. Every time McGregor fought on a damaged leg, 2013, 2015, he won. And it became part of the legend. Mystic Mac, the man who beats you on one leg. When your body's warning keep getting rewarded, you stop reading them as warnings. You stop reading them as proof that you're built different. The issue is that bones don't really care about who you are. 3, 5 years is not a layoff. It's a career, because fighting isn't just fitness at all. It's timing, distance, a lot of other stuff that even, like small stuff that your body makes without asking you. And that stuff decays. And I look at what he chose to open with. 5 years off, yeah? First time in a cage, a man who is 37 years old. And the first technique he throws is a flying roundhouse kick. That is not what a fighter decides, that's what a character decides. The Conor who has to walk to the cage as Conor McGregor cannot start with a low kick as feel his range for 90 seconds. The persona wrote a check the knee couldn't cash. Meanwhile, Max Holloway, the guy who lost at night in 2013, just kept showing up for 13 years, stood in the middle of the octagon and let the moment came to him. Now let me argue against myself, because I'd rather be right than clever. Hee hee. Some of these is just what happens to knees. I mean, ACL tears, 22-year-olds who've never hit tear ACLs, playing basketball, land wrong on the planted leg with your body still rotating, and the ligament doesn't care how many fights you've had. And a flying knee is a genuinely bad way to land for anyone at any age. So maybe the honest version isn't his leg was doomed. Maybe it's this, the pattern didn't cause the injury. The pattern is why the injury was so easy. I mean, 13 years of compensating, of training through, of stress fractures and nerve damage, titanium rod. That doesn't guarantee a knee blows, it just means that very little left to absorb when landing goes wrong. Right, now I gotta say, everything up to here is what happened. Now I want to talk about what I think. Now, he's already talking about a trilogy, right? He says he's getting closer, he wants Max Holloway a third time. Yeah, I think he should walk away. And not for the reason that most people think. I'm not saying he's washed, I'm not saying he can't compete, and I'm certainly not gonna say that I know what's left in a man who did what he did to the sport. But I'm saying he's chasing something that doesn't exist anymore. Because what Conor's actually trying to get, in my opinion, is not a belt. I don't think it's even a win. It's 2015. It's 13 seconds and Aldo face down. It's calling the round and the hands and being right. And 20,000 people losing their minds because a man told the future and then went out and built it. That is Mystic Mac. And Mystic Mac wasn't a fighter, he was a moment. He was a once-in-generation collision of timing, confidence, and a division that had never seen anything like him. The issue is that you cannot train your way back to a moment. There's no camp for it, there's no surgery. And here's the detail that got me. He tore that ACL on July 11th. He turned 38 3 days later. 38, with a titanium rod in one leg and a rebuilt knee in the other, and a body that has been sending him invoices since he was 25. Now, look, he's got the money, he's got the legacy. I mean, he's the first simultaneous two-division champion. Nobody takes that. He's got everything the sport can give a person. The only thing left to gain is one more night of feeling like it's 2015. And the only thing left to lose is the ability to walk off properly at 50. I know he won't. I know that. The refusal to quit is the man. It's the exact thing that got him out of Kremlin. And you don't get to keep the good half of the trait and return the bad half. It's one thing. But I'll have to be wrong about him one last time. The kick that opened UFC 329 was the most Conor McGregor thing he could possibly have done. 5 years away, 37 years old, and the first thing he throws is a flying roundhouse. Because the Mystic Mac, the character he wishes fought to come back could not afford to look cautious. And that's the whole story. That's what made him and what's ending him. Now I got a question for you, mates. Do you think I'm wrong? Should he fight again? Would he fight again? Tell me. I'm reading the comments actually. I mean, I'm a small channel. I don't really got much to do. Have a great day, mates. Goodbye.